Something didn't sit right. Violet must have been having the same thought because we both turned at the same time, locking eyes. "What if he was murdered?" we blurted. A gust of wind kicked up, rustling through the trees, sending leaves skittering over the damp rocks. I swallowed hard, my pulse pounding against my ribs. Maybe the death had been an accident. Maybe. But my gut told me otherwise. And if I'd learned one thing since moving to normal, it was that my gut was hardly ever wrong. I took a steadying breath, glancing once more at James's body, before turning toward the rocky incline that led up to the cliffs above. "I'll be right back," I told Violet. She looked up from where she was crouched near James, her notebook clutched tight in one hand. "Where are you going?" "Up," I said, already picking my way toward the trail. "If he fell from the top, I want to see what he saw before he went over." Violet frowned, but didn't argue. She stayed put, a silent, watchful figure next to James, as I started my climb. The trail was slick in spots from last night's rain, the dirt damp and cool beneath my fingers when I steadied myself against the ground, the scent of wet earth mixed with the crisp morning air, and somewhere off in the trees, a bird emitted a shrill call, its voice carrying over the valley. When I finally reached the top, the view stretched wide before me. Rolling forest land, sheer cliffs dropping into the misty Cascades below. The sunlight had started creeping over the peaks, cutting golden streaks through the trees. I turned slowly, scanning the edge from where James had supposedly fallen. The rock here was rough but solid, not crumbling or slick. For someone as skilled as James, the surface of the rock wouldn't have been an issue, even if he had been doping. My gaze drifted down and caught on a white-haired goldenrod. A single one stood bright against the rocky terrain, its pale yellow petals catching the morning light. I tilted my head. The preservation group had roped off most of the goldenrods found in this area. But this one? It stood unprotected, right at the edge of the cliff. Maybe the group hadn't hiked this trail yet. I made a mental note to tell Emily about it, one more to add to the conservation efforts. But my thoughts quickly shifted back to James. Something felt off. The ground wasn't disturbed, like I would have expected if he had slipped, lost his footing, or even struggled to catch himself. The ledge was flat. The rock had no obvious breaks or loose gravel that would have sent him tumbling.